Yeah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما بك ومعرفة يا رب العالمين. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا سهلا سهلا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today, inshallah, we keep going with Surah Al-Furqan, chapter 25, and we stopped last week on Ayat 23. We stopped last week on Ayat 23. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, Ashabul Jannati, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, وَقَدِمْنَا إِلَى مَا عَمِلُوا مِنْ عَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنْثُورًا. Now we are in Ayah 24. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is moving us again to the people in paradise. So as we said before from the beginning, that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is moving us here and there. Why? Because this is one of the ways for us to understand Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is talking to all of us. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is talking to us according to our mentality. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He knows what is the best way to talk to us. He knows what is the way that we understand, and He knows Tabaraka wa Ta'ala what is the best way for dealing with us. The voice is clear, right? Inshallah, it is clear. So, is it clear? Just write for me that it is clear, because so far I cannot. Okay, so it means yes, it is clear. Okay, so now we are in Ayah 24. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is telling us something about paradise. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Ashabul jannati yawma'idhin khayrun mustaqarran wa ahsanu maqila. Ashabul jannah. See how Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is talking to us. What is the meaning of Ashabul jannah? Now, maybe the translation you have is the companions of paradise. But what is the companions of paradise? There is nothing called the companions of paradise. So if you have this translation, then you correct it. It is not the companions of paradise. No. Ashabul Jannah. Yes, we say ashab. Ashab or sahaba. Sahaba or ashab. We say, for example, ashabu Rasulillah. It means the companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But when we say ashabu ad-dar, al-manzil, what is the meaning of manzil? Means house. When we say ashabul manzil, so does it mean the companions of the house? What is the companions of the house? No. When we say ashabu, the house, it means the owners of the house. See, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala here is saying ashabul jannah, means the owners of paradise. So see how Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is calling us. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala call us as the owners of paradise. The owners of paradise. Ashabul Jannah. Now, what will those owners of paradise be doing? Yawma'idhin, that day. Which day? It is on the day of judgment. It means after the day of judgment is finished, after everything is done. So Ashabul Jannah, those who win paradise becomes their own. So this means that we said before, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is the most generous. So when He gives, will He take back? He never takes back. So here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is saying Ashabul Jannah, you are in paradise, it is yours and forever. So no one can take it from you, and Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will not kick you out. So it is yours. It is yours with everything inside. So you are making use, or you are enjoying everything in paradise simply because it is yours. And remember we said before, Jannah is not only one. Here Jannah is paradise, but also Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He says, like for example in chapter 55, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says,
وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ جَنَّتَانِ. The one who fears Allah, the one who fears the ability of Allah, the one who fears the strength of Allah, means fears and act according to this fear. So what will happen? This one will have two paradises. وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ جَنَّتَانِ. Why two paradises? Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says in another chapter, لَهُمْ غُرَفٌ مَبْنِيَّةٌ مِنْ فَوْقِهَا غُرَفٌ, that there are like, there is one paradise, it is yours. Now this paradise is yours. This is one. Now another thing is that there is another paradise which is inside this paradise. So let us think about it. Here is the paradise. So first there is, let us say, the lobby in paradise. This is for everyone. Pass by, going and coming, like gardens, yards and so on. Now you have your own paradise inside. Now this paradise is yours. But this paradise is also opened. Like you are sitting there, it is yours. And you are sitting there. So there are many gates, many doors for this paradise, which is yours, which is inside the big paradise. So the big paradise is not yours, it is public. It is for everyone in paradise. Okay? Now, inside, there is your own paradise. Let us say your own home. Let us say you are in a community or you are in a compound. So in that compound, there are trees, there is a swimming pool, there is a yard, there is this and that. Inside, there are, buildings. Now, in this building, you have your own house, for example. Of course, no way to compare. This is just to understand, to try to understand. So, your paradise is inside. But this paradise is opened. So, angels may get in, friends may get in, relatives may get in, just to say hi to you and sit with you and so on. Why? Because you will not feel boring there. And you will not feel tired, you will not feel sick, you will not feel hungry, you will not feel shy and so on. But sometimes, maybe you want to sit alone. You don't want anyone to get in. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ. This is in chapter 55. The one who fears Allah, he has two paradises. So the first one is the one that you are sitting in, it is yours. And others, they can get in and say hi to you and sit with you. In case you want to be alone for reason or another, you have another private paradise inside your paradise. So that one, when you get in, then when others, they want to get in, they must have the permission from you. So, here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, we are in chapter 25, Ayat 24, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, Ashabul Jannah, the owners of paradise. As I told you, the translation, the English translation says, the companions of paradise. What is the companions of paradise? It doesn't work. But here the word ashab, it has two meanings. One meaning is companions. When we say ashabu Rasulillah, means the companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But when we say ashabul Jannah, means the owners of the Jannah, the owners of paradise. So see how Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is talking to us. That once you get in paradise, this is yours. No one can kick you out. No one can take it away from you. And Allah will never kick you out, will never take it away from you. Now, Ashabul Jannah yawma'idin, that day, means after the day of judgment finish, khayrun mustaqarran. Khayr, remember we said khayr means good. But then khayrun, when it has the tanween, it means better than. It means better than. So khayrun mustaqarran. So they have better solution, or they have better situation, which is mustaqar. What is the meaning of mustaqar? It means settlement. It means, let us say, accommodation. So khayran mustaqarran means they have better accommodation than who? Than those in hell. And better accommodation than what? Than the accommodation you had in this life. Got it? No matter how big person were you here, you were a king, a queen, a president, a rich person, whatever you had here is nothing comparing with paradise. So this is why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, khayran mustaqarran. The best or the better accommodation is the one in paradise. No way to compare between what we have here and paradise. So this is why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says خَيْرٌ مُسْتَقَرًّا. But there is another thing. وَأَحْسَنُ. Ahsan means also better. But better what? Maqila. What is the meaning of maqil? What is the meaning of maqil? If we want to take it as a normal word, in Arabic, maqil, it means the time for taking a nap. This is qaylula or maqil. It is the time for taking a nap. Taking a nap, and in paradise, how come? Suppose that in paradise, we will not feel tired. So suppose that in paradise, we will not feel tired or sleepy, so suppose that we don't want to take a nap. Then how come Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is saying, and better place for taking a nap? Then we say no. We need to understand Quran in the correct way, so we will know what Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala means in each letter and in each word in Quran. Maqil here, when we are talking about Quran, when we are talking about paradise, it means normally when you take a nap, you forget about everything and you just want to release your brain, release your eyes, release your organs, just to be away from all of those burdens or all of those troubles or all of those things that you are thinking about in this life. You just want to take a nap for a few minutes, that you want to be away totally from everything. So the best place for being relaxed, the best place for forgetting everything in this life, the best place for being a very relaxed person is in paradise. This is what Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala means by وَأَحْسَنُ مَقِيلًا. Now, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala moves us now to another part. Again, we said before, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is moving us from hell to paradise, to day of judgment, to the things that will happen on the day of judgment, to the judgment area, to the way of punishing, to the way of giving. Why? For us to pick up the thing that may make us closer to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala and follow it. So now Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is taking us to where? First we were in hell, and in the day of judgment, and in the judgment area, then paradise, then hell again, then those disbelievers on the day of judgment. Now Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is moving us again to the day of judgment. So now we are in Ayat 25. وَيَوْمَ تَشَقَّقُ السَّمَاءُ بِالْغَمَامِ وَنُزِّلَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ تَنْزِيلًا. Again, Yawm means that day, which is which day? The day of judgment. What will happen? تَشَقَّقُ السَّمَاءُ بِالْغَمَامِ. Now here is the point. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is telling us few things will happen on the day of judgment. تَشَقَّقُ السَّمَاء means the sky will be opened. There will be, let us say, lines in the sky. Means the sky will be opened. And in another ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, يَوْمَ تُبَدَّلُ الْأَرْضُ غَيْرَ الْأَرْضِ وَالسَّمَاوَاتُ وَبَرَزُوا لِلَّهِ الْوَاحِدِ الْقَهَّارِ. On the day of judgment, al-ard means the earth. The earth will become another earth. Why the earth will become another earth? Because that time, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, in another ayah, He says, لَا ظُلْمَ الْيَوْمِ. That time, there is no unjust. So everything is clear, fair. So, in another ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, لَا تَرَى فِيهَا عِوَجًا وَلَا أَمْتَعًا. On that day, that earth, that land, you will not find any valley or any hill. It is flat. It is flat. And another thing is that it doesn't have any sign. That, okay, I see you on that tree, I see you on that wall, nothing. It is flat. So that day, everything is clear, so you can see everything. So on that earth, you can see everything. So on that earth, there is just. So on that earth, nothing will be hidden. So on that earth, you will get your right, no matter you are a believer or a disbeliever. This is why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, La zulma al-yawm. And this is very important. La zulma al-yawm means today there is no unfair. There is no unjust. Today there is justice. Today there is fairness. Why? Why? For us to work for that day now. Today, unfortunately, there are a lot of people, they forget totally the day of judgment. Today, unfortunately, there are a lot of people, they don't think of the day of judgment, and they think that, anyway, I'm a Muslim, so for sure I'll go to paradise. Why for sure you will go to paradise? Who told you? This Quran, who is reading it? Mostly Muslims. So still, mostly Muslims, they read it, and still Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is saying, if you don't do good deeds, you will go to hell. If you don't believe in do good deeds, you will go to hell. Then, who is going to read this? Muslims, more than non-Muslims. So this means that, so Muslims may go to hell? Of course Muslims may go to hell. And who told you that all Muslims, they are going to paradise? We said before, 7 levels of hell. The first level on top, called Jahannam. This Jahannam is for who? For Muslims. For Muslims. Other 6 levels down, they are for non-Muslims in different levels. But the first one is for Muslims. For those Muslims who say that they are Muslims, but they are not following the rules of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Who say that they are Muslims by talking. But by actions, they are not Muslims. And unfortunately, we find a lot of people, they say that, my intention is good, so no problem. Who told you? Your intention is good. You are hurting people, you will pay for it. You are hurting people, so you will pay for it. So this is the point. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is making everything clear. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is making everything clear. So this is for us to understand, and this is for us to learn. So if we don't follow, then this means that we're not learning. It is not only just to learn and without practicing. If we're not practicing Islam, we are not Muslims. So here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is taking us to the day of judgment again. وَيَوْمَ تَشَقَّقُ السَّمَاءُ بِالْغَمَامِ. That day, the sky will be opened. And what will happen? وَنُزِّلَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ تَنزِيلًا. And the angels will get down. Will get down from where? And this is something important. It is not up and down. It is up and down not only in place. It is also in position. It is also in respect. It is also in honor. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, when He says تَنَزَّلُ الْمَلَائِكَةِ, it doesn't mean that they are up and they go down. No, it means that they are in a higher place, not higher in a position. Higher in an honor, higher in a respect. So they are in special place. Like, for example, in our life, they say that the president, he gives down one order to someone. Does it mean that the president is in the 10th floor and that one is in the first floor? No. Maybe both of them are on the first floor, but because he is higher in title and position. وَنُزِّلَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ تَنزِيلًا. When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says Tanzila, it means yes, you will see them. They come and they become equal to you. So you will see them. This is for us to understand and to make things clear. Don't think that you will not see angels. Don't think that you will not see Allah. Don't think that you will not see shaitan and jinn. Don't think that you will not see paradise. Don't think that you will not see hell. You will see it. It is so clear. So when Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, they are sent down, and then Tanzila means for sure they sent down. For sure they are next to you. Clear? Now we are in Ayah 26. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, الملك يومئذ الحق للرحمن وكان يوما على الكافرين عسيرا. Here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is telling us another thing about that day. What will happen that day? One of the things will happen that day, Al-Mulk. What is the meaning of Al-Mulk? Al-Mulk means the owning. Yawma idhin. And here there is very important point. Yawma idhin means that day. Lillah or Al-Haq, the truth. Lil-Rahman, to the most merciful. Now here there is something. I want to take them one by one to understand the whole situation or the whole view. Al-Mulku Yawma idhin. Yawma idhin means that day. Okay. The first point. The owning in real that day is to Allah. Oh, so this means that today the owning is not to Allah? Because here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says Yawma idhin, means that day. Yawma idhin means that day. So does it mean that today Allah doesn't own? Then we say wait. Here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says Al-Haq. What is the meaning of Al-Haq? The truth. The real one. Now, what does it mean? Does it mean that today there are things Allah doesn't own? It doesn't mean this. But today, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has given the authority to few people to own things. Someone is a king. Someone is so rich, so he is owning a lot of things. Another one is so powerful, so he is owning maybe some authority. Another one, he has all of those, so he owns all of those. But will this owner remain the owner forever? Of course not. Will this owner, will this king remain the king forever? Of course not. Was he the king since he was born? Also not. Will he keep it even after death? Also not. So is this a real owning? This is not a real owning. This is only a temporary owning. And the wise person is the one who knows that this will not remain forever to him. We said before that once there was one Imam. He came to one king. Then he asked the king. He asked him, so who was the king before you? So that king, he mentioned the name of one king before him. So then the Imam, he looked at that king. He said, if that king remained alive, you wouldn't become a king. So remember that you will not remain here as a king forever. One day there will be another king. So deal with this chair as if you are leaving it tomorrow. And deal with your body, with your soul in your body as if they will be separated tomorrow. So when I understand that I may die tomorrow, imagine if you are 100% sure that tomorrow you are going to die. What are you going to do today? Are you going to work for getting more money? Are you going to work for getting more titles? Are you going to work for getting more knowledge? What are you going to do? You are going to work for trying to be safe tomorrow. What is the thing that will make you tomorrow safe if tomorrow you are going to die? It is to make sure that the one you are going to meet tomorrow will be satisfied with you. Who is the one that you're going to meet tomorrow if you're going to die tomorrow? Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So, are you ready to meet Allah? This is the point. Or you think that you can pay some money and go to paradise. This doesn't work. You think that you can say some nice words, then, okay, Allah will be convinced, then you will go to paradise. It doesn't work. There are deeds. This is why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, we said this many times, this is why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says in Quran, the whole Quran you read, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, those who do good deeds, those who believe and do good deeds. Believe, do good deeds. Believe, do good deeds. Only believe doesn't work. And only good deeds without belief doesn't work. We said this before. There are a lot of people outside. They disbelieve in Allah, but they do a lot of good deeds. They are helping people, they are donating money, they are opening hospitals, orphanage, schools, and so on. But for the sake of who? Maybe for the sake of someone, for the sake of society, for the sake of dead people, for the sake of themselves, but not for the sake of God, not for the sake of Allah, then they do something good here, they will get paid here. But did they do anything for their life after death? They didn't. Did they do any good thing that after death they will be saved? They didn't. Then don't blame anyone else. Just blame yourself. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala here is telling us, today you think that you own something? That's fine. Today you think that you are a king? That's fine. Today you think that you are rich? It's up to you. Today you think that you are strong and you have the authority? It's up to you. But all of this is temporary. All of this is not real. All of this is only for a very, very short time. But al-mulku yawma'idhin, on that day, on the day of judgment, can the king stand up and say, hey, where is my kingdom? Can he do so? No. On the day of judgment, can the most rich person in the world say, hey, where is my money? Where is my bank account? Where is my villa? Where are my cars? Can he say this? No. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is saying, al-mulku yawma'idhin al-haq, on that day, the real owning is to who? And see how Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is merciful. Is to who? He says, lil-Rahman. Ar-Rahman means the most merciful. He didn't say lillah. He didn't say to Allah. Although it is the same. But Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is telling you, as a Muslim, as a believer, as someone who really believes in Allah, He is telling you, don't worry. I am the real owner on that day, and I am the most merciful. See, why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is saying this? To make us relaxed. To make us relax that don't worry, no problem. Me, the most merciful, will be the owner. It is the same, وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى, no way to compare, but it is similar that when you are in a school, and then it is the final exam, and your teacher, he knows that you are a good student. Your teacher, he knows that you are a good student. So, your teacher is telling you that, look, we have oral exam and we have written exam. So, you study well for the written exam. I know that you are a good student, and don't worry, I will be the teacher, I will be the examiner for the oral exam. So, when he is telling you, don't worry, I will be the examiner for the oral exam, then you'll feel relaxed. Okay, anyway, you know me well, and I know you well, and you know that I was doing the best, so for sure, you will make it easy for me. وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى. No way to compare, but Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala here is telling us the same. I am the most merciful, and I am the owner and the judge on that day. So you as a believer, you say, oh, alhamdulillah, okay, no problem then. But then Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, وَكَانَ يَوْمًا عَلَى الْكَافِرِينَ عَسِيرًا. And that day, the same day, which is very good for you, it is asir. Asir means very difficult. On who? عَلَى الْكَافِرِينَ. Al-kafirin are those disbelievers. So, it is the same day. Same, وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى, but just to give you an example, same as the day, the last day of the school, the day that you will get the result. All of us, we practiced that day before. That it is, today is the last day we will go to get our rewarding, or we will get our result, our book, let us say. So, you find the same day, you find two students. One student, he wake up so early, he is ready, he is checking the time. When will the school open? I want to go there. When it will start to give these papers? Why? Because he knew what he did the whole year. He knew that he was a very good student. He knew that he was studying well. He knew that he wrote very well. He did very good in the exam. He knew that he was writing his homeworks. He knew that he was obeying the teacher. He knew that he was doing his best in the class. So he knew what the result will be. So will he be waiting for that day or running away from that day? he will be very waiting for that day. The same day. It is exactly the same day. Another student in the same class. But that student was lazy. That student was not studying. That student was just hanging over here and there, never write his homeworks, never study well, always sleeping maybe in the class, away from what the teacher say, doesn't really follow up. Then, of course, he didn't write well in the exam. So for sure, he will not be happy getting his result. Why? Because he knew in advance that the result will be shameful, that the result will not be good. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He is saying that on that day that I am the real owner. This doesn't mean that today Allah is not the real owner. Today Allah is the real owner, but He's giving you something to control it. Why? To check. For you to check, not for Him to check. He knows your ability. But for you to test yourself. Do I deserve to go to paradise or do I deserve to go to hell? This is the thing. When you don't have everything you want, don't be sad. You have to be happy. Why? Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala knows your ability. We said this before in 5 different times in Quran. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, He will never ask you to do something over your ability. It means that He knows. In 5 different places Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, He knows our ability. So, when you are raising your hands and say, Oh Allah, give me $10 million. And He never give you $10 million. Don't be sad. Don't be angry. Don't be upset. Don't say, how come? How come I am asking Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala? How come I am worshipping Him? How come I am obeying Him? How come I'm following His rules and I'm just asking Him for 10 million, which is very small thing for Him. But He still doesn't give it to me. Don't ask this question. Just be happy. Why? Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala knows your ability. So He knows that if you get this 10 million, you may spend it in a wrong way. He knows that maybe this 10 million will cause you going to hell. So He doesn't give it to you. So is it for your own good or not? It is. But don't think according to your brain. Leave it according to the ability and the knowledge of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He knows everything. One of the things He knows is our ability. So, before you ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to give you this 10 million, if you really want to get this 10 million, if you really feel that you will be able to use it in the correct way, then before you ask for this 10 million, ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to keep you on the right path. Even after becoming rich. You keep on asking Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for this, and then ask Him to give you the best. So, if you really want it, you say, Oh Allah, give me 10 million and make me righteous. But then here is the point. If He give you 10 million and you are righteous, you will spend it for the sake of Him. So you will donate it. So it is the same. But if you still feel that you want to get it, to do something good, to get the rewarding from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, and this is the point. This is the point. Some people, they really want to become rich, to take this money and help people, and donate it, and for the sake of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. But those people, no matter they get it or not, they will get the rewarding. Oh, how come they didn't take it and they didn't spend it? How come they will get the rewarding? Because you are dealing with Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Remember the story when the Prophet Musa alayhi salam, when he was walking with his student, and that time people, they were poor, and they didn't really have money to eat and so on, and no rain and so on. So that student, the student of the Prophet Musa alayhi salam, he saw a very big mountain. They passed by a very big mountain. He said, I wish that this big mountain is full of food. And I wish that it belongs to me. I would donate it all for the sake of Allah to those people, let them eat. Then Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala talked to Musa. Remember, because we said that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He used to talk directly to the Prophet Musa alayhi salam. وَكَلَّمَ اللَّهُ مُوسَى تَكْلِيمًا. That Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He talked to Musa. And the same, see here, وَنُزِّلَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ تَنزِيلًا. Remember in Ayah 25. Nuzila, they sent down. Tanzila means for sure. There, kallama, taklima. Talk, taklima means for sure it is talking. Don't think that it is only inspiration, it is only feeling, it is only dreaming. No. Kallama takliman means for sure it is words, talking. So this means that Musa alayhi salam, he heard it so clear. Okay? So, in that time, when the student of the Prophet Musa alayhi salam, when he said this, then Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala talked to Musa. What did he tell him? He told him, Ya Musa, tell your student, we accept his donation. But what did the student do? He only wished. But Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, He knows that this wish is not only a wish, it is real. If he really has this money, if he really has this mountain as a food, he will really donate it all. So Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala accepted from him. With Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, no need to do the full action to get the rewarding. Do your ability, you will get the full rewarding of the full action. Remember this very well. My ability is to donate $10. My ability is to donate $10. But if I have $10 million, I will donate it all. If I say, oh Allah, if you give me $10 million, I will donate it all for the sake of you and help those people, those poor people. Even if Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala didn't give me this 10 million, on the day of judgment, I will find the rewarding of 10 million. This is the dealing with Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Why? Because no matter I have this 10 million or I don't have it, does Allah want me? Does Allah need me to donate it? Of course not. So if I don't donate it, then Allah will not have it to donate it? Of course it is not like this. Then with Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, it is the action when it is in your hand. Or the intention when it is not in your hand. But do not say that, okay, anyway, oh Allah, my intention, if I have $10 million, I will donate it. But so far I don't have it, then I go to sleep. No. You go to work and do your best to get this 10 million in halal way and keep this intention. I am doing my best to get this 10 million because I want, once I get it in hand, I want to donate it. Then you will get the rewarding of donating the 10 million. It is like this. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala wants you to do your best. That's all. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, He said, He will not ask you to do things over your ability. So what does it mean? It means that Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala wants you to do your ability. So do the best. Then what is your aim? What is your intention? What is your wish? Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, He will pay you for it. He will pay you for it no matter how big or small is it. So, we said this many times. When you are dealing with Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, don't think of your ability. Think of His ability. When you are dealing with Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, don't say that, anyway, I am only one person. What can I do? I can do nothing. Then go to bed. No. I am only one person. But I'm doing things for the sake of who? Allah. Then who is my partner in what am I doing? Allah. So what is the ability of Allah? Nobody knows how huge and big is it. Then when I am doing something for the sake of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, then I should say, oh Allah, I am doing the things according to my ability, but I am depending on you. So I am waiting for your support according to your ability. Clear? So this is the point. It is intention, but intention alone is not enough. Intention with work. Now, intention is so huge, no problem. Listen to this carefully. Again, intention is so huge. My intention, oh Allah, no need for me to swear. You know, if I have $100 million, I will use it all for the sake of you to spread Islam, to help people, to make people, to let people know about Islam, to donate it all for the sake of you. this intention is big. This is real. No, this is a dream because I don't have 100 million. But I am working on getting 100 million. I'm doing my best. I'm just going to my job. I'm doing it. I'm doing a halal job and I'm doing my best to do the best. But then at the end, I could get 1,000 only. Not 100 million. 1,000. And once I get this 1,000, I donate it. And then next day I get 100. Then I donate it. And then later I get whatever. Then I donate it. What is my aim? Do you remember what is my aim? $100 million. This is my aim. I'm working on it all of my life. I'm working on it that whenever I get something, I will donate it. So if I get 100 million, I will donate it. I die and I didn't get this 100 million. On the day of judgment, I will find the rewarding of 100 million. Although I didn't do it. Why? Because I'm dealing with who? With Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So this is why here in Ayah 26, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is reminding us that He, Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, is the real owner of the day of judgment. So don't worry. The same day, it is the same day, but that day on Al-Kafirin, on the disbelievers, to you, it is a very good day. To you, as a Muslim, as a believer, it is a perfect day. Why? Because on that day, you are going to get your result. Remember, we were talking about the school. You're going to get your result. See? And Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in another ayah, He said, on that day, those believers, what will they say? How muqra'u kitabiya. See? This is my book. Look at me. This is my book. I win. I graduate with a good mark. And that one, the loser, what will he say? Ya laytani lam uta kitabiya. I wish I didn't get it. I wish I didn't get it. And in another ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, وَيَقُولُ الْكَافِرُ, the disbeliever will say, يَا لَيْتَنِي كُنْتُ تُرَابًا. I wish I could become dirt. Why? Because he will see the animals next to him, how they will become dirt. Because animals, they will not go to hell or paradise. Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala didn't give them the free will to do good or bad. So, this is why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, in another ayah, He says, أُولَٰئِكَ كَالْأَنْعَامِ بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلُّ. Those people, those disbelievers, they are same as animals. Then Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلُّ. Actually, they are worse than animals. Why? Because at least the animals will not go to hell. At least animals will not be punished. But this is a human being, on the day of judgment, if he didn't follow the rules of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in this life, on the day of judgment he will go to hell. So, even animals, they are better than him. Clear? So, وَكَانَ يَوْمًا عَلَى الْكَافِرِينَ عَسِيرًا. Now we are in Ayah 27. On that day, there is something will happen. Of course, many things will happen. But here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is telling us one more thing will happen. What is it? Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ يَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِ اتَّخَذْتُ مَعَ الرَّسُولِ سَبِيلًا. Ya Allah. On that day, al-zalim, what is the zalim? The wrongdoer. The one who used to hurt people in this life. The one who used to do whatever he wants. The one who used to cheat himself and cheat others. Give you an example. Like now, I am teaching you. I'm teaching you Islam. I'm teaching you Quran. Is it good or bad? It is good. I'm teaching you Quran according to all the scholars and imams and this and that. I'm not teaching you something fake. I'm giving you real knowledge. So is it good or bad? It is good. But actually my intention is bad. My intention is only to get your respect. I only want you to respect me actually. I don't care. You learn, you don't learn, I don't care. I'm not doing it for the sake of Allah. I'm only doing it only to get the respect and the honor from you. So, do I know this intention or not? I know it. I know it. Can I cheat myself? Cannot. But then what do? I talk to myself And then I say, look, Omar, actually you are doing it for the sake of Allah. Then shaitan will support this. Shaitan will say, yes, of course, mashallah, look, you are doing it for the sake of Allah. But my deep intention is not this. My deep intention is only to get the honor. So, I am called in Islam wrongdoer. Hurting who? Am I hurting you? I'm not hurting you, I'm teaching you well. But I'm hurting who? Myself. So see how merciful Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is. He considers you someone bad when you hurt yourself. See how much Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala cares about us. Is there anyone who cares about you in this way? Even your parents. You as a father, when you find your son hurting himself, will you tell him you are bad? You will not tell him you are bad. You are telling him, why son, why are you hurting yourself? You will not consider him bad. Maybe you will consider him sick. Maybe you will consider him have a psycho problem. Maybe you will consider him ignorant. But you will not consider him bad. Right? But Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, when you are hurting yourself, He considers you bad. Why? Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala wants you to be successful. Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala wants you to be a respected person. Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala wants you to achieve something in your life. Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala wants you to be safe in this life and in the hereafter. So this is why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala considered those people who are not following the rules of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He considered them hurting themselves. Why? Because if you don't follow the rules of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, where will you be on the Day of Judgment? Hell. So this is hurting yourself. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala doesn't want you to hurt yourself. Clear? So this is why here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ. Ya'ad means bite. Ya'ad means bite. Al-Zalim is the wrongdoer, the one who is hurting himself. Ala yaday, on his, normally, when you regret, what you do, one of the things you do is that you bite your fingers. Right? Here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala didn't say fingers. He said yaday. Yad means hand. So, that day, that person who see hell in front of him, and who knows that he is going to hell, he will not bite his finger, he will bite all of his hand. But what will this help? What will this do? Nothing. He will go to hell. Now, why is he doing this? Why? First, regret. And second, to try to train himself to bear the pain. But what kind of pain is this comparing to hell? Nothing. But why? Why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says here al-Zalim? Why? يَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِ اتَّخَذْتُ مَعَ الرَّسُولِ سَبِيلًا. Listen to this. This is very important. In our daily life, since we were kids, Imams, our teachers, they used to focus on this too much. On this ayah, especially this ayah. This and next ayah. Too much. Why? What is this ayah talking about? It is talking about friendship. It is talking about friendship. Who is my friend? Who is my fellow? Who is the one that I hang over with the most? Who is the one that I spend most of my time with? See? وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ. On the Day of Judgment, there will be some people who will go to hell. Because of who? Because of their friends. How? يَقُول, that wrongdoer, that person who hurt himself, he will bite his hands. What will he say? يَا لَيْتَنِ اتَّخَذْتُ مَعَ الرَّسُولِ سَبِيلًا. I wish I follow the way of the messenger. I wish I follow the way of the messenger. Why? Because we all have this way. We all have it. We all know it. The Sunnah is clear. Quran is clear. Hadith is clear. But then there are some people, they say, hey, come on. It's okay, no need to go to the masjid every day. It's okay, no need to fast the whole Ramadan. It's okay, no need to wake up for Fajr. You can pray it when you wake up any time. But the way of the Prophet is clear. Quran is clear. Hadith is clear. Sunnah is clear. Why to follow your friend then? If my friend is talking to me according to Quran and Hadith, then that's very good. This is a good friend I should follow. We say always, you should pick up a friend. Who? The one, whenever you look at him, you remember Allah. And whenever you hear him, he encourages you to obey Allah. Other than this, don't have friends. Other than this is not a friend. Now, does it mean that all of my life should be Allah, 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 praying, fasting, zakat, donation, Quran? No. But when you see someone who obeys Allah, he will never accept to be with you when you are disobeying Allah. So he is smiling and he is happy as long as you are doing the things according to Sharia, according to the law of Allah. And he is unhappy with you when you are disobeying Allah. So, when he is unhappy with you, you will look at him. Oh, why are you angry? Because you disobey Allah. So he is reminding you. Then when he talks, he reminds you of Allah. Like, it doesn't mean that he only talks about Quran and Hadith in all of his life. No, but he never says something makes you disobey Allah. He never says something makes you away from worshipping Allah. Clear? Even when he jogs, even when he has fun, even when he is going here and there, he never disobey Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. So, here, listen to this. يَا لَيْتَنِ اتَّخَذْتُ مَعَ الرَّسُولِ سَبِيلًا. I wish that I follow the way of Allah and His Messenger. But what happened? يَا وَيْلَتَا لَيْتَنِي لَمْ أَتَّخِذْ فُلَانًا خَلِيلًا. We are now in Ayat 28. يَا وَيْلَتَا. What is the meaning of يَا وَيْلَتَا? Oh, to me. What does it mean? I wish I can die. Now here is the point. When the person wishes to die, normally, when you really wish to die, when you have pain which is over than the pain of death. Otherwise, still bear it. Like for example, you find someone in the war. He has his hand cut and his leg explode. And then you come to him with a gun. Then you say, okay, wait. I will help you. I'll just shoot you. Then you will die. You will not suffer. Will he accept? He will say, hey, it's okay. Leave me alone. It's okay. Why? You are suffering. Then he will say, but I'm still alive. Right? On the day of judgment, those people, this person, because of his friend, he wish he can die. Why? Because he knows that the pain he will have is eternal and it is unbearable. So death is better. Remember we said this before. The biggest wish for disbelievers on the day of judgment, the biggest hope, the biggest wish is what? Is to die. But they will not die. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, He says in Quran, Ya Malik liyaqdi alayna rabbuk. Malik is the angel in charge of hell. They will talk to him. They will say, Malik, please ask Allah to kill us, to stop our life. No way. It is hell forever. Why? For few years here, enjoyment. Who is the retarded person who will accept this? Who is the person who is not using his brain who will accept this? For few years enjoyment here, you go to hell forever? Forever, it is forever. Why? For what? Just bear it. See, in Ramadan, we fast. The whole month, every day, from Fajr to Maghrib. We don't eat, we don't drink. Last Ramadan, It was in July. July, which was so hot and long day. How many hours? 14, 15 hours. And in some countries, maybe 18 hours. Long day. But still, Muslims, they fast. Then you ask them, why are you fasting? Then he says, this is the rule from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. This is the order from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. I want to obey Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Then we say, yeah, but this is so long day. So long day. No drinking, no eating, not even water. What is this? Then you say, no problem. Why no problem? Because I'll get the rewarding. Oh, what big rewarding is it? It is big rewarding, you don't know. Then, when you keep on talking to them, what will they say? Anyway, it is only 30 days. Right? It is only 30 days, no problem. The whole year, I have no problem, only 30 days. Then, take it and think of your life. It is only a few days. And then you go to paradise forever. And remember we said, في يوم كان مقداره 50,000 سنة. One day in the day in hell or paradise equal to 50,000 سنة. 50,000 years. This is one day. This is one day. So, is there anything in this life deserve to go to hell for one day? Of course not. For 1 hour, if one day is 50,000 years, and the day is 24 hours, then 1 hour is how long? Maybe 200 years, something. Or something big, long. Then not even going 1 hour is okay. Then why we forget totally? Why we forget totally? What is going on? Where is our praying? Where are we? You are busy in what? In making money, and then what? You will die. You are busy in what? Getting title, and then you will die. You are busy in what? Getting authority, and then you will die. But are you busy in the thing that you will get with you? When they asked one Imam, they found him that he is so devoted. He is very good Imam, always worshipping, always with Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, and so on, and so on. Then they asked him, how come you can do this? He said, it is simple. I checked and I studied. I found that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala already promised me that He will feed me. So I stopped thinking of this part. And I found that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala ordered me to work, to do my own things, to do my duty. So I am busy in doing my duties. And I found that when I leave, I will not take anything with me. So I never look at what others they have. I only look at what I have. And then I found that at the end, I will meet Allah. So I did the things that I become safe when I meet Allah. That's all. Today, are we thinking in those 4 things? No. Today we are just thinking that, okay, anyway, I want to become a millionaire. Then, okay, but not necessary that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is arranging you to become a millionaire. No problem, I will try. Okay, you try in halal way? No, in whatever. Halal, haram, I just try. No. Try in halal way. But what is the halal way? Is the halal way is only to do the halal work 20 hours a day? This is not halal way. Why? Because the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he said, إِنَّ لِجَسَدِكَ عَلَيْكَ حَقٍّ. Your body has right from you. What is the right of your body? To relax. Of course, not to relax 20 hours. No, but be reasonable, be realistic. That I work, and I relax, and I worship. My day should be those 3 things. Of course, when I am working, I am worshiping. When I'm studying, I am worshiping. When I'm taking care of my house, I am worshiping. When I'm taking care of my kids, I am worshiping. When I'm teaching my kids, I am worshiping. When I'm helping others, I am worshiping. So, everything is worshiping, as long as I'm doing it in the halal way. And then, when I am tired, I need to sleep, and I need to relax. This is the halal way. So here, Ya waylata means I wish I could die. But why you wish you could die? See, this is the point. Ya laytani lam attakhidh fulanan khalila. I wish I didn't take that person as a friend of mine. See, a person may lead you to hell. A friend may lead you to hell. Think twice and think 10 times before you choose a friend. Why? Because you have to choose the friend according to the Islamic way. What is the Islamic way? A friend who is not obeying Allah, I don't need him. A friend who is totally away, far away from Islam, I don't need him. A friend who has wrong and different and strange ideas about Islam and Allah, I don't need him. Then shaitan will come, will say, hey, come on. Bring him and talk to him. Inshallah, he will become a good Muslim. Then we say, and maybe he will lead you to hell. Like for example, a friend who every day goes to nightclub. Then I say, okay, I want to help him. Okay, how to help him? I'll go with him to nightclub. Why? No, I will go with him. Then I will tell him, no need to drink beer. You drink Pepsi. You drink 7-Up. You drink Coca-Cola. Step by step, inshallah, I will convince him not to go to nightclub. Then we say, and what if he convinces you to drink beer? What if he convinces you to go to bar and nightclub and discos and maybe commit adultery later? Then we say, be careful. It is not like this. Maybe there are some people, they have the ability to do so, and Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is supporting them in doing this. This is something else. I know one Imam who used always to go to nightclub. But what to do? Sit there and drink and then start to talk to people? No. I know one Imam who used to go to nightclub. He get in while, people are dancing and doing this and that. Then he get in, then he jump over the beast, for the stage. And then he start to talk. Oh, you people who believe, you have to believe in Allah. You have to look at yourself. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has given you all of those things. How come you disobey Him? How come? Some places, they spit on his face and they kick him out. In some places, they beat him and kick him out. In some places, they call the policeman or they call the bodyguards to hurt him. But still, some people, they listen. I used to see him with the new people from time to time in the masjid. And then he used to tell me, see this and this and this, I catch them from the nightclub. But is it open for everybody? No. Why? First, because if you get into the nightclub, do you have the strength to do so? To stand up and talk? No. Then you will sit and then you will try to find someone to talk. Then shaitan is with you. So don't do it in this way. Today, unfortunately, we find that there are some people, their aim is so high, their knowledge is so low. Then we say, wait, your aim is high, your knowledge is low. Work on your knowledge first. And then step by step, inshallah, things will become better. But it is not like this. It is not that, yes, I want everybody to become Muslims. Okay, you want everybody to become Muslim. Then, are you able to do it? Yes. Where will you do it? In the nightclub. I will go to the nightclub, start to pick up some people, talk to them about Islam. Then we say, maybe they will pick you up and take you to some other places. So, Ya waylata laytani lam attakhidh fulanan khalila. See, the friend is a very important person. Do not say that, anyway, I don't want him to be angry with me, so let me go with him. Why? Where is he going? He's going to the disco, but I really don't want him to be angry with me. Let him be angry with you. Better than making Allah angry. So, this story is about who? We said before that when we are learning Quran, when we are understanding Quran, better to know the story when we can know it. When we can know the reason why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala revealed this ayah, then we will understand it in a better way. When we understand it in a better way, then we will be able to memorize it in a better way. And we will be able to explain it to others in a better way. Now, وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ يقول يا ليتني اتخذت مع الرسول سبيلا. Who is this zalim? Who is this wrongdoer? Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala revealed this ayah because of one of the disbelievers in Mecca. That person, his name was Uqba. And actually, that person, he used to hurt the Prophet Muhammad SAW whenever he has a chance. He used to do it. Once that person, we said this story before. Once that person, he make a very big invitation. He cook a lot of food and he invite everybody in Mecca to come and eat. His neighbor was the Prophet Muhammad SAW. So he invited the Prophet Muhammad SAW to come and eat. So the Prophet Muhammad SAW, he said, if you don't say the Shahada, I will not eat your food. And that person was the biggest enemy, one of the biggest enemies to the Prophet Muhammad SAW. So he said, okay, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu Muhammadan Rasulullah. Just said it. Then the Prophet Muhammad SAW, he went to eat from his food. Who heard this story? Abu Jahl. Abu Jahl is the biggest enemy to the Prophet Muhammad SAW. So Abu Jahl, he came to Uqba, then he said, how come you accept? How come you said this? What is your problem? Then Uqba, he said, no, wait, I didn't believe. But because I didn't want people to say that I am stingy. See how they used to think. See, Arabs, remember we said this before, Arabs, they had very good morals before Islam. But also they had very stupid things before Islam. Then after Islam, the Prophet Muhammad SAW, he was correcting their actions according to Islam. So, he said, I didn't want people to say that I am stingy. I didn't want people to say that I didn't say this because I don't want Muhammad to come and eat. So I just said it. Then Abu Jahl, he said, I will not believe you unless you prove to me. Then Uqba, he said, okay, how you want me to prove? Then he said, go and spit on the face of the Prophet. Go and spit on the face of Muhammad. And he did. He did. He went and he spit on the face of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, this ayah was revealed because of that person. That on the day of judgment, that person, he will say, Ya laytani, he will say, Ya laytani ittakhadhtu ma'a ar-rasuli sabila. I wish that I follow what the Prophet was saying. I wish that I accept this shahada and I was following what he was doing. Then he will say, Ya waylata laytani lam attakhidh fulanan khalila. I wish I didn't take that person. And why he say fulan? Fulan, what is the meaning of fulan? It means that person. He even didn't want to mention his name on the day of judgment. Why? Because he could see in front of him hell. He could see what is he going. So he knew that because of that person, he's going to hell. So he said he even doesn't want to mention his name. Today, if someone you hate, then I mention his name in front of you, you will say, please don't mention his name. Right? So on that day, he will say, Ya laytani, he will say, Ya waylata laytani lam attakhidh fulanan, that person. I don't want even to mention his name. Khalila. What is the meaning of Khalila? A friend, a close friend. So, why? What did that friend do? This is the point that we need, that from that point, we can pick up the friend. See, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is teaching us everything in Quran. Now we are in Ayat 29. لَقَدْ أَضَلَّنِي عَنِ الذِّكْرِ بَعْدَ إِذْ جَاءَنِي وَكَانَ الشَّيْطَانُ لِلْإِنسَانِ خَذُولًا. لَقَدْ أَضَلَّنِي عَنِ الذِّكْرِ. See, بَعْدَ إِذْ جَاءَنِي. أَضَلَّني means make me go astray. So then that person make me go astray. Now, whenever there is any person who make me going astray, I don't want him. Even if this person is my father, my mother, my son, my daughter, my brother, my friend, my whatever, I don't want him. I don't want him. Anyone who is causing me going astray, I don't need him. I don't need him. لَقَدْ أَضَلَّنِي عَنِ الذِّكْرِ بَعْدَ إِذْ جَاءَنِي. It is in front of me. The Prophet was talking to me. The Imam was talking to me. Quran is in front of me. The Hadith is in front of me. Recording is in front of me. Masjid is not far away from me. I have all of this in front of me, very clear. Then, because of someone, I left it. Because of someone, I went astray. I don't want this one. But then Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, وَكَانَ الشَّيْطَانُ لِلْإِنسَانِ خَذُولًا. And the shaitan is always the attacker of the human being plus khadula. What is the meaning of khadul? Khadul means he leaves him when he needs him. How? On the day of judgment, one of the things will happen is that the shaitan, in front of everybody, he will give a speech. Shaitan on the day of judgment will give a speech. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will allow him to give a speech. What will shaitan say? What will shaitan say? He will say, وَمَا كَانَ لِي عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْ سُلْطَانٍ إِلَّا أَنْ دَعَوْتُكُمْ فَاسْتَجَبْتُمْ لِي. I didn't do anything. I only asked you to do this, you did this. It's not my problem. مَا أَنَا بِمُصْرِخِكُمْ وَمَا أَنْتُمْ بِمُصْرِخِي. I cannot help you, you cannot help me. Then after this, what will he say? إِنِّي كَفَرْتُ بِمَا أَشْرَكْتُمُونَ. I disbelieve in what you do. See, this is shaitan. I disbelieve in what you do. So, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He allows shaitan on the day of judgment to say so. Why? He allows him to talk. Why? This will be double punishment for those who were following shaitan. Same as one more thing will happen on the day of judgment, that أَيُّهُمْ أَشَدُّ عَلَى الرَّحْمَنِ عِتِيًّا. This is in chapter 19. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says that those who were really big disbelievers, and they had the power, they had the authority, a lot of people, they were following them, those, they will be the first going to hell. Why? When you see your boss going to hell, then you are going where? Paradise? Of course. The one you used to follow is in hell. Then where are you? In hell. And when you see him in hell, will he be able to help you? He will not be able to help you. Then also Shaitan will give this speech on the edge of hell before they go to hell. He will give this speech on the edge there. So this is why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, وَكَانَ الشَّيْطَانُ لِلْإِنسَانِ خَذُولًا. Shaitan, he will leave you alone on the day of judgment. He will leave you alone on the day of judgment. So better you leave him here first. You leave him before he leaves you. Because for sure he will leave you. This is what Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says. Now we are in Ayah 30, which is telling us, what are we doing today? وَقَالَ الرَّسُولُ يَا رَبِّ إِنَّ قَوْمِ اتَّخَذُوا هَذَا الْقُرْآنَ مَهْجُورًا. The messenger means messengers, not necessarily the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Messengers in general, what they say. But the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is one of them. Ya Rabb, O Allah, O my Lord, inna qawmi. See, qawmi. Qawmi means my people. But is it my people means my tribe? Is it my people means my nation? Is it my people means my nationality? Means my color? No. Means my followers. So, today, suppose we are the people of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But if the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam comes today, will he know us? This is the point. From our deeds and actions, will he recognize that we are Muslims? Inshallah, we hope so. So, we are supposed that we are the nation of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not because we are Arabs, not because we are from his tribe, not because we are from his color or nationality, no, because we are Muslims. So today, all Muslims, they are the qawm, means they are the tribe or the nation of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But what will happen to those? اتخذوا هذا القرآن mahjura. They are away from this Quran. They are away from Quran. What is the meaning of mahjura? Abandoned. It means what? It means that I know that it exists, but I don't take care of it. I know that it exists, but I don't follow it. Mahjur, it means what? It means that the place itself exists. Mahjur, we say this house is mahjur, means, is abandoned, means it is there. Everybody can see it, but no one lives there. Why? Why? For any reason. So here mahjur, it means that Quran is in front of us. Quran is in our hands. And in all translations, in all explanations. And if we don't know, we can ask. And if we check, we can know how to follow. And there are a lot of people that are teaching it. But who cares? Very few. So this is why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says that the messenger says, "Oh my Lord, oh Allah, my people, they don't want to follow." Today, we have this problem or not? Today, many of us, we have this problem. Quran is in front of us, but then we talk to each other. No, you don't understand. No, it doesn't mean this. No, it doesn't mean that. What is your problem? What is your problem? It is clear, and it is in front of you. And if you don't understand it, you ask someone. And also, Quran is explaining each other. Ayahs, they are explaining each other. You take them, you will understand them. But do you really want to take them or no? Unfortunately, today there are some people. And unfortunately, some of them are imams. Our Arab brothers, I think that they know this better. There are some people today, they are imams. When they are talking to you, then they tell you, Marx said, Nietzsche said, Napoleon said, what Gandhi said. What is your problem? What is your problem? Where is Allah says? Where is the Prophet Muhammad says? Today, unfortunately, there are a lot of people that are doing this. Then when you talk to them, then they say, hey, come on, don't be very strict. You have to talk to people according to their mentality. So does it mean that Allah doesn't know how to talk to people? Quran is for everybody. It is not only for Muslims. If you really want to talk to people in the perfect way, no matter whatever their religion is, you can find it in Quran. Ya akhi, no need to say that Allah says. If you really feel that it is, that they will not listen, no need to say Allah says. You say Quran. You say, because you are explaining it, you say it, let them understand and like it and love it. Then they will ask you, from where did you get all of this? Actually, this is Quran. This is what Allah says. Oh, really? Oh, we didn't know this. Okay, now you know. Then they will ask you, what else? What else Allah says? Then you tell them. You ask them, what else do you want to know? Then they say, so everything is there. Everything is there. Everything is there. Everything is in Quran and in Hadith. But the thing is that, do you want to study Quran and Hadith, or you want to study those others? Although it is not haram to study others. The Prophet Muhammad said, Al-hikmatu dallatul mu'min anna wajada al-taqataha. The wisdom is the target of Muslim. Whenever you find it, take it. But, with wisdom also. First, do you have the basic of Islam? First, did you study everything about Islam before you go and study what Marx said and what Napoleon said and what Nietzsche said? You go first and study Quran. You go first and study Hadith. When the Prophet Muhammad we said this before, when the Prophet Muhammad when he saw Omar ibn al-Khattab holding a paper from At-Tawrat, from the Old Testament, the Prophet Muhammad became angry. He said, what is this? Then Omar ibn al-Khattab, he said, a paper from the Old Testament, I found it. I'm just checking what is it. Then the Prophet Muhammad he looked at Omar. He said, أَتَتَهُوَقُونَ بِهَا يَبْنَ الْخَطَّابِ? You're just taking it and study it? Then he said, Wallahi, I swear by Allah, if Musa comes here, he will follow me. Then why are you reading it? Of course, there are some people, they are reading Bible. They are reading the Old Testament, they are reading the New Testament because of their title. Not title as a title, because of their job. What does it mean? For example, if the Imam doesn't know anything about Bible, If the Imam doesn't know anything about Old Testament and New Testament, then how is he going to discuss those things with the priests and fathers? But where is the problem? There are some Imams, I know some, and the brothers here I think they know. There are some Imams, when you ask them about Quran, they know nothing. Of course, they consider themselves Imam. But then they say that, I read the Bible 10 times. How many times did you read Quran? Then when you check carefully, you find that not even once. Then why you consider yourself Imam? Go and consider yourself a father. Don't consider yourself Imam. See, I'm telling you this, and I'm not exaggerating. There are people like this. I sit with people like this. That he tells you, Jesus said, wait. Who told you Jesus said? Who told you? It is in Bible. And who told you that Jesus said what is in Bible? See, he starts to make mistakes without understanding. And unfortunately, people, they call him Imam. What kind of Imam is he? Only Allah knows. So, we need to train ourselves. We need to learn. First, there is a basic. If I don't study the basic, then I shouldn't touch it. Same as what? Same as what? Someone, and this is important to understand, if there is a kid who is 10 years old, then you want to do him a favor. So you put him in the class of master degree students in chemistry, for example. Then you say, no, let him learn. What let him learn? Did he study in the primary school? No. Did he study in the junior high school, senior high school, university? No. No need. Let him just study the master right away. What will he learn? What will he learn? Nothing. So this is what? This is helping him? No, this is wasting time. Why am I saying this? Today there are some people, they say, Alhamdulillah, we are Muslims. Okay, you are Muslims. Okay, teach me, the deep things about Aqidah, the deep things about doctrine, the deep things about fiqh. Then we ask him, how many ayah, how many chapters in Quran you know? Alhamdulillah, I know Al-Fatiha. Okay, what else? And I know the last 3 chapters. Okay, what else? No, that's all. Then why you want to study all of those things? No, inshallah, I want to spread Islam. First, just come and learn Islam. Before you spread it, you come and learn it. Now, when you learn it, when you learn Islam, means you learn how to bear bad people. Means you learn how to be humiliated. Means you learn how to act according to wisdom. Means you learn how to use Quran in the correct way. Means you learn how to say the correct hadith, the authentic hadith in the correct place. This is wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is to do the correct thing in the correct place. Wisdom is to do the correct thing in the correct place, in the correct time. This is wisdom. Give you an example about wisdom before we finish the class. If someone who is eager to have a kid, he got married, and then his wife is pregnant, but actually he wants the kid faster. So after 4 months, he said, let us make a surgery and get the kid. Because we are in a hurry, we need a kid. What will he get? Will he get a kid? He will get a dead fetus, that's all. This is what he will get. Is this wisdom? This is not wisdom. Yeah, but because I need the kid in a hurry. Okay, you need it in a hurry, but you didn't get it in the correct way. Or someone who has a farm full of trees of whatever, of apricot, apple. Then he says, we are in hurry. We need to sell it as soon as possible. Then, before it becomes big, when it is still small, then, okay, let us go and collect it because we need apple. Will you get apple? You will not get apple. This is one thing of wisdom. Give you another thing of wisdom. All of us, we like barbecue. Right? Now, if I said that, okay, I will bring the meat to have barbecue. So don't worry, I will arrange everything. This is nice. Although it will not happen. But anyway. Then I bring a sheep as it is. I slaughter this sheep. And then as it is, I put it on the charcoal. What will we get? Will we get barbecue? We have the charcoal and we have the meat, the sheep. Then you just put it, then this is barbecue. Is this barbecue? Who will touch it? Nobody. No, you need to cut it. You need to remove, first you need to remove the wool, and then you need to cut it, and then you need to clean it. You need to take out all of those dirty things. Then you need to cut it into this and that. Then you need to put some herbs and flavors. Then you cook it, then you can eat it. Today, we are offering Islam to people as this sheep. Who will eat it? Who will touch it? Who will be interested in it? No one. And more above, people will laugh at you. What is this? This is Islam. Oh, really? This is Islam? Yes, this is Islam. Yeah, but this doesn't mean that we need to make processing to Islam. No. We need to make processing to ourselves to fit Islam. We need to make processing to ourselves to be able, a good example of Islam. A good Muslims. We have Quran. So I need to know how to recite Quran only, or I need to learn how to act according to Quran. I need to be a movable Quran. I need to be a walking Quran, not a talking Quran only. I told you this before many times. The CD is the best reciter of Quran. Will never make mistake and knows all the things about Quran. Never make mistake. But do you want to be a CD? We don't need CDs. We have a lot and they are cheap. No, we need someone who acts according to Quran. When they asked Aisha radiallahu anha, when they asked her about the morals of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what did she say? She said, كَانَ خُلُقُهُ الْقُرْآنِ. His ethics, his morals, it was what? Quran. It means he used to act according to Quran. Today, are we acting according to Quran? Or today, we even don't know what Quran says. We even don't know, is this Quran or not Quran? We even don't know this. There are even some people, once, this is to finish this class, once there was one person, he was sitting with a lot of Imams. This is real story actually, and I was sitting there in fact. And then, they were talking about Quran and this and that. They were talking about the beauty. And then that person was just sitting and never talk. And actually, no one knew him. He was new. But he was dressing well. So they were respecting him so he was just sitting. And then after everyone, all of those Imams, everyone said something about the beauty in Islam, about this and that. Then that person, he said, yeah, actually all of this is very nice. And then, I will say it in Arabic, then I will translate it. Then he said, and also Allah says in Quran, Il-albi yasha kulli jamil. He said, Allah says in Quran, then he said one song. It is a song from one singer that your heart love all beauty. So sometimes you find some people, they are sitting in a place that they shouldn't sit there. And unfortunately, see, when he said this, if we were not Imam sitting there, if we were normal people, maybe we will think that this is Quran. He was saying that this is Quran. Maybe we will think that this is Quran. So this is why you need to know you are learning from who, and you as a teacher, you need to know, are you qualified to teach or not? So we will stop here inshallah in Ayah 30, and next week inshallah we will keep going. وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.